Hey guys, Dan Percival here. I'm going to talk about the third prototype of the Xtreme ice skate. So I received this in the mail today, and I could tell you after putting it on that there are a lot of issues that need to be worked out, and that will be solved hopefully in the fourth prototype. So let's just talk about what I felt when I put my foot in this skate. So firstly, the toe area here. My big toe and my little toe got squished a little bit when I put my foot in here. So that means that the toe box needs to be widened. And I don't have a wide foot, I have like a normal width foot. So if it's already hurting me, for somebody who's actually has a wider foot, it's going to hurt you for sure, and your foot's not going to fit in it. There will be two different widths as in hockey skates, but this is just to make sure that both the widths, like a regular width and a wide, they both do not hurt, like your feet can fit. So that's issue number one. Two, I would like to see the toe rounded off. I'm not sure if the manufacturer can do that, but it looks too much like a figure skate here in the front of the boot. And also for looks, maybe this can be pushed up. So in other words, an extra lace here, another hole on each side, and then this would come up towards the front a little bit more. And second issue is that here by the, actually I'm going to flip this boot because it's easier to show you. Inside here, it's just not enough room. There's just a lot of pain between here, like where your bones, your ankle bones are on either side. So this is going to have to be dramatically widened. The top here is good. This width is fine, but once it starts getting in here, you can see that the boot, is just, it's sort of straight, you know what I mean? Like it goes straight. This needs to be widened. So I'll show you with my Xtreme ice skate that I use to practice with. This is from another company, but this is what it looks like. This is what I use just for practice. This is not going to be sold, this one. So you can see the difference here, how this is nice and wide. This here is almost the same. I'm going to bring the other boot over. You can see how they're both almost the same width at the top. You can see here, this around the edge is almost the same width, but the difference is that around here, around the bone, right here, the ankle bone, that is dramatically wide. You can see that inside, it looks like it's not that wide, but this is all like cushioning here, so this is really comfortable. So what's done on this boot is going to have to be done on this boot in regards to widen this whole ankle area out. Looks like it's widened out by about 1/8 of an inch on each side. So that's the second issue. The third issue is that when I put it on, it just seemed as though there was just too much pressure altogether. So I think if we first resolve the issue of the ankle bone, and then we resolve the issue of the toe, and then try it on from there, and then see how it feels. I think the idea of too much pressure all at once, all around the foot, it will be mostly resolved. And in addition to that, we're probably going to put in a lot more cushioning inside the boot. So I can feel that there's a lot of cushioning already, but I think there's going to have to be more, so there's almost no pain. There shouldn't be pain when you put on a hockey skate, or an Xtreme ice skate, I should say, or any skate, or even a figure skate. There shouldn't be pain. Maybe just a little bit of discomfort, but I'm going to try to make it so that there's very little discomfort. And basically, that's it. So it's just to make sure that the skate fits right, and that it's wide enough in the right areas. We may actually make the stock boot for each size a little bit longer to resolve the squishing area in the toes, because even if we widen this, it still may not resolve that problem. It could just be that my foot is pushing too much up against the front as well. So we're going to see how that draws out. And last bit of information, on the next prototype, we're going to be sending in, my boot manufacturer is going to be sending in the blade holders that we recently received from China. In one of the previous videos I covered this. you can see that it doesn't fit the blade holder to the skate. So the process of making this fit so that this contours to the blade holder is called lasting, or I guess the term would be a last. So it's a last manufacturer, and basically what they do is they make like a wooden template of not the boot itself, but inside, like a foot template out of I believe they use the first prototype they use is like wood, but after that I think they use some kind of ceramic. And then what that does is once they create that and we get that back from the last manufacturer, the boot manufacturer can then take that template and they can start stretching the leather over that template, and that will make sure that all the specifications in the boot are correct and that the bottom here fits perfectly to the blade holder for every single size, including the half sizes, so that there's no spaces whatsoever. And that will be the fourth prototype. After the fourth prototype, we'll be ready to start making the fifth prototype, which is the one that you guys will be testing out, which means that the fitting will be right, the width, the length, is in terms of how much comfort it is, and then also the blade holder will fit perfectly on the bottom, and then that will be it. So the fifth prototype you guys will be testing will be a combination of the third and the fourth. And please note that in the fifth prototype, there'll probably still be a lot of issues. There'll probably be too stiff in certain areas, and it may hurt somewhere, or it may not fit correctly. So it's going to take some time to work out all these issues, and that's where you guys come in and you test it out on the ice and you tell me exactly what are every nuance that you had a problem with, and also what you like about the skate, because if you like it, then we can make sure that particular element that you like of the skate doesn't get discluded. In other words, we make sure that, say for instance, I'll give you an example, say that the tongue felt perfectly comfortable, then I know that in all future models and we release this to the market, that I don't have to change the tongue, because I may decide to make the tongue thicker or add more cushioning in it. But if the tongue works fine, then no need to go further on that. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.